Hey, accountability buddies. This is Less, and Less is More Healthy, vlog number 34. And I know it's been a couple of days since I recorded, but with good reason. I posted about this in the communities tab, so if you haven't seen that, you should click over, check it out. I've been trying to post some pictures and stuff there on the regular. So my friend, his car broke down and he's needed a ride to work. So quite a few times when I've missed my walks in the morning, it's because I've given him a ride, and also sometimes it's because it's raining and I've given him a ride. But I thought it made sense to give him a ride, and also I wasn't going to say I'm leaving at 8 in the morning when we don't have to be at work until 10, or he doesn't have to be at work until 10 and he knows I don't. Because that just felt weird. He knows that I go for walks in the morning. So I thought that was more important on a couple of these days that I've missed. But also yesterday I had a follow-up appointment with my regular primary care. That's a nurse practitioner, not my regular doctor, because the regular doctor never sees you. Which is apparently a U.S. thing. But anyway, so I had a follow-up appointment, which meant that I was going to be late to work, and I could have gone beforehand, but I didn't want to go into my doctor's appointment all sweaty, because that's gross. So anyway, I missed 2 days in a row again, and not due to the weather. It was actually super nice both days, and you probably can't see it out the windows, but it's actually snowing out, but it's also like hazy sunny, and we're supposed to have like a 45-degree day. It's a little windy. The storm is like, it's not even, I don't even know if you'd really call it a storm. It's like a snow squall type thing. It's just like we're getting a little tiny dusting of snow. It's not amounting to anything, and then it'll be gone. It's not even sticking when it hits the ground. So we're having that, and now that the weather report is concluded, I did record another episode the other day. Before or around the same time, I posted the one for 33. And I didn't post it because I feel weird about it. And I'm not sure, actually I know why I feel weird about it. I feel weird about it because it's accountability. So one of the things I really want to do, and I talked about this in a previous episode, is I want to do some cycle touring, some bike touring. We're not talking like multiple day bike tours. I mean, maybe in the future that is something that's going to happen. So one of the things that I want, to do this summer, and is going to be helped by my new-ish work schedule, is riding my bike to work, and like doing some bike tours, doing some bike packing type stuff. Getting out on my bike, which is something that I've always wanted to do, never really had the chance. Also commuting to work by bike. So these are all things that I've never really had the chance to do, and really want to do. So, one of the things I really want to do with that is, set up a new bike, like from scratch. And I think I'm going to sell one of my bikes that I have to kind of finance that, but it's going to be a weird kind of change, and that will make sense, I think, at some point. But like I'm having, like, the whole thing that I'm feeling weird about is because in posting some of this stuff and posting these videos, I'm holding myself accountable by having this conversation with the camera, and by extension you. I am saying I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to record videos about this thing, and I'm going to post videos about this thing. And that feels like real, true accountability to me. And I know, like, you know, what are the consequences of not doing the things that I'm saying I would like to do via these videos. And really there's no true consequences there other than be looking like a fool on the internet. Which I think happens a lot and is sometimes funny, but also, yeah, I struggle with posting that kind of stuff, because so the real question in that video that I posted, or recorded but didn't post and didn't even bother editing it, the real question is, do I buy a new budget bike from like Walmart or another box store, or do I buy a used bike from like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, and then turn one of those two bikes into the touring bike of my dreams. And maybe not of my dreams, but, you know, a close approximation of what that touring bike would look like. Because, you know, frankly, I can't afford a bike like a Surly or one of those, you know, big name bikes that people who do these tours spend a lot of money on. They're $1,000 plus. So yeah, those are the things that I'm kind of thinking about, like, in terms of, like, my being accountable here to myself. And really, like, these videos are about accountability, but they're really about accountability to myself. So those are the things I'm kind of, like, thinking about and struggling with. 'Cause it is these videos are about accountability. It's also kind of fun and exciting for me to shoot videos again, and also shoot them in the artsy fartsy way I have been. You know, the things about walking, the time lapses, sticking the camera to the ceiling in my studio and recording me making art, but without the focus on the strict art itself, but like the overall studio. So that's kind of, you know, like there's the accountability portion, there's the motivation portion, which is what the videos are providing. And the accountability portion is what's scary for me. And not really, scary is not the right word, but like, there's something there that sometimes holds me back in what I actually post. And I think part of that is being accountable. It's like the honesty of these videos it's vulnerable. And that accountability is also vulnerable. But also, I think it's also really frightening, for me anyway, to talk about the things that are things that I've always wanted to do, like the cycle touring, like the bike touring, the bike packing, and all of those things. Those are things that I've wanted to do since college. So for like the last 25 years of my life, I've really wanted to do these things and just never been able to afford or get the time off of work, and make time for them. And I'm going to be able to make time for them, this summer. So I think, like, telling myself, yeah, you're going to be able to do this, it's actually attainable this summer, is kind of a big deal. And it's weird to say, this is a big deal, but it is. So I'm at the point where I think I'm rambling, so I'm gonna leave the video there. Tell me in the comments, if you've gotten this far, if you are interested in my buying a new bike from a box store and building it up over time, and riding it as is for a while, or if you're more interested in seeing me buy a used bike and starting from basically scratch, and building that bike into a touring bike. I mean, like a Walmart bike would be essentially starting from scratch as well. But regardless, let me know what you think in the comments. I might put up a poll in the community tab. But anyway, I appreciate you for watching and supporting me. It's always just invigorating to have those, you know, the views and the comments and the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.